Hello, everybody, once again. Welcome to another roleplay review. This time we're going to go over Minerva and Torin's log called Payday. And this was another Combat Month installment. And let me just try to pull this up here. There we go. It was a Combat Month installment, and the synopsis is, on a normal day, Minerva randomly attacks a bank that Torin happens to be in. And that's what happens. No, I'm just kidding. But that is what happens. And when I started reading this log, it very much reminded me of our old, what I called the Wild Wild West of our roleplay back when, we didn't have this whole big ethos, this living organism of what I like to call like the organic roleplay, where we had our own history and everything. It was just, somebody logged on, hey, I'm going to blow up South City. I'm going to be the bad guy. You want to try to stop me? Sure. And then roleplay happens. Then the very next day, somebody else is like, hey, I'm going to blow up South City. Like, it just reminded me of that. Very fun, very open. Minerva is such a over-the-top character. They didn't care, and they weren't aware and privy that they were tier 0. They were just there to have fun, and that's what this log was. It was just fun. It wasn't long, right? It gets right to what it needs to. It gets the job done. And, I know that for this Combat Month, it was all about character development through combat. And while I won't say there was character development through combat, there was definitely character here from both these characters. Just a brief rundown of what kind of happens. It's, Torin is at the bank. And excuse me, like everybody, Torin is hating that they actually have to go to the bank and get their money, but they got bills to pay. They got things to do. It's a Wednesday afternoon. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. They want to go eat lunch. They want to go home. It's their day off. They have better things to do, but they got to get paid. So they're already kind of annoyed. And then you got this loud, rambunctious, semi-meta-human just ruining your day. And from my understanding, it's like Torin is in Makono City to kind of get away from Hero City, try to get away from Vitae City, try to get away from all of the focus that's going on in these big cities. Like, hey, I just moved out to my little coffee city. We had the proving here, and I kind of stayed, but we're not that place, right? Like we're a Cincinnati, we're a Dayton, Ohio. We're not New York, where this crazy stuff happens. You've never seen Athens, Ohio on any sort of Marvel movie map, because it just doesn't happen, right? The Chitauri don't come down and attack Bowling Green. That's where I'm at. Why the hell are you bothering me today? And these two just play off one another very well, and it was so much fun. And like Minerva themselves just keeps pretty much saying, I'm just here to have fun. I don't care if the cops show up. I don't care if I go to prison. I'm bored today. I'm here to appease Lord Enigmas, and I'm just here to blow shit up and have fun. And that's kind of what happens. And as the two go at it, Torin's kind of like, yeah, me too. Like, I'm probably not going to rob a bank, but yeah, letting loose and fighting each other, that's kind of fun. And they sort of bond in the middle of this log while they're, throwing back and forth and hammer each other, flying through walls and, kicking people over. At some point, I think somebody charges up a key blast and, pretty much brings the building down on them. And again, it just reminded me of what I called the Wild West, where there was really no rules, there was no tiers. You just went in and, did what you can think of as creative as you could be for combat, and just had fun. And I hope that this was fun. I know that I can't remember which one is Vedin, but I know like Vedin said like life's getting pretty hectic, and they can't role play or be around as much. They don't have like the mental stacks for it, because it's unfortunate because I really want to see more of these characters just kind of cause chaos, right? Like if I had to name these two, they'd be like the Chaos Twins, which is why I have they're over here, the two characters up here, because while they both weren't trying to rob the bank, they both were very guilty of causing mass destruction, and I could just see like in the future the two of them being these kind of bank robbers together. Why not? Why not have two characters run in tandem and just kind of terrorize Earth? If there's ever a time to do it while all the like major superpowers are kind of off planet, Hypo's off planet, Genesis is off planet, Nova's off planet. Nobody knows where Indon is. There's really nobody, like as far as player wise, there's nobody like really there to stop you. And for all the new players that we were getting, there's a lot of new bios that just got off. At least in this week of me recording this, it would give them something to do, right? Everybody's at the same tier or, within tier 1 or 2 of each other. It would be a great time for a tandem team to just go terrorize cities, be the androids for all we care. And if it gets too bad, then, that gives the RPC something for them to do. They can NPC for you guys, kind of give you, bad guys to beat up. Well, technically good guys in this situation for you guys to beat up and go at it. But I don't have a lot for this one. I mean, there was a lot of really good stuff here. There was a lot of good back and forth. Again, a lot of character in each one of these characters, to where it was just a fun read. It was, I got no notes. I got nothing to really add to it, other than it was fun to read when I read it. And you guys know what you're doing. You know how to use the RP system, the RP energy system, the RP health system. It was fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed reading it. I can't wait for these characters to kind of come back and get back at it. And I will see you guys next time.